All right. What we have here is the steel frame rival, and gonna talk about what I did to it in the process. And the warning is, if you don't have a lot of patience, or someone with a bead blaster or a metal polisher, like a tumbler, this is going to be a tedious job, and you gotta take your time because you can easily mess this up. Let's see what we got here. See what I'm talking about. All right. Got a lot of fingerprints on there. All right, let me get this out the way here. All right, it's got a lot of fingerprints on it now. Needs to be rebuffed out. But to get this steel frame where I'm at now is a tedious job. And I recommend, again, if you don't have a bead blaster or a tumbler that actually takes paint off and doesn't take a lot of material off, this has got to be done by hand. You can see where like my frame only did the outside layer. I didn't do the nose. That's the color it comes in. That chrome is supposed to be chrome. So, of course, these are bought. I did the magwell, and the trigger is bought like that. I can polish it at, but I'll leave that as is. The tedious job is, it's a very porous paint. It's got a lot of potholes, and it's not smooth paint. So what I start off with is like a 200 grit. What you got to be careful of is all these contours. So if you get in there with a Dremel or something, you take all these natural contours off. So you got to follow the contours with hand sanding. If you don't, unless you're a professional at with a Dremel, yeah. I mean, like flat spots like here, I can Dremel it right here, Dremel a little bit right here, inside here maybe. And of course, this flat spot here, but it's got to be hand sanded now. I'm thinking. So what you got to be careful here, you can see like on my releases, my slide release, I didn't do too much to it because it's going to take all the grooves off. If I polish it too much, that'd be too smooth and it'd be useless. So I just kind of try to polish that more than take the paint off. Like right here, I didn't want to take that off at all because I need that to be grippy. There's the word for it. If I smooth it out, then it'd be no good. And then I didn't do my base plate, my red dot plate, because the red dot is black. So it'd be nice to get a chrome red dot, but I don't know how that works. It'd be shining in your face. So that'd probably be kind of dumb. Of course, the base plate's the same way. You just take the paint off and polish it up. I start with 200 grit. You go with if you can find it, a 250, then a 400. You go to 600, and then it's up to you. If you want to stop at 600 and start polishing it, it's going to be a lot of scratching in there. Or you take your time. Go to 600, go to 1,000, go to 1,200, go to 1,400, and then go to polishing. And what I use is a polishing wheel, and on a like a grinder. Put a polishing wheel on there. They sell them at I'll put the picture here in this video. They sell them at Harbor Freights or Lowe's and stuff like that. And I use that once I get down to smoothness. I use that, the polishing pad. Then you gotta go for cut and color. You gotta know if you know how to polish. But again, it's not flawless, but I like it the way it is. I mean, I can cut some of this out a little more. You see a little missing parts here. I couldn't sell this like this because it's not flawless. I couldn't sell a not flawless job, but it works for me. Again, right now it needs to be buffed out. Got a lot of fingerprints on it, and that's the downfall. Without this grip, this is going to be slippery as hell too. But this grip is grippy as hell. And you must get a Big Daddy trigger. I know Canik's triggers are good, but you got to get Big Daddy. Right on the wall. Again, right on the wall. And if you really want to do it, port that thing out. This thing runs flawless and fast. So I got, remember, start with 200, go to 400, 600. You know, take your steps. It's a process. It's not a job you can rush. Now the hardest thing is like right here. I still got to clean it. That's polish on there. It's not dirt, it's polish. I got to clean that off. Hardest stuff is here too, because again, you don't want to smooth that out, but you want to try to take the paint off. And you're not going to be able to, and this is pointing at the camera, it's not pointing at my head. My head's actually over here, just so y'all know. If this thing goes off, it hit my phone, which my face is nowhere near. Okay, relax. Get my head's over here. Like probably 2 fists, whatever. You got it. My fist. My head's nowhere near the trigger, so when the barrel, so when I do that, it's not pointing at me. All right. So I got